Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal. Last time, we wrapped up most of our exploration of the Kanto region, and we obtained our 7th Kanto Gym Badge and 15th badge overall. This time, we are going to be earning our final Gym Badge, but first, there is something here at Indigo Plateau that I would like to show. Now, it's worth noting this can only be done on Mondays and Wednesdays, and you have to have encountered Silver at Mount Moon. I also highly recommend healing up prior to doing this. What you want to do is head right over here. Hold it. You're going to take the Pokémon League challenge now? That's not going to happen. My super well-trained Pokémon are going to pound you. David, I challenge you. And it actually plays the Champions battle music this time. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Silver is going to open up with a Sneasel, level 45 with the moves Quick Attack, Screech, Feint Attack, and Fury Cutter. As such, I have chosen to open up with my Marowak right here, which I think is pretty good to do. So we're going to be taking down this Sneasel. Very nice. Now, as you can see, this is the strongest Silver's team has ever been, and it's also worth noting you don't only have one opportunity to do this, you can rematch him once every Monday and Wednesday as much as you want, which is really, really nice. Anyway, next up he's going to be sending in Meganium. Meganium is level 50 with the moves Safeguard, Giga Drain, Body Slam, and Light Screen. If you had started with a Chikorita, you would get a Typhlosion, level 50 with the moves Smokescreen, Quick Attack, Fire Blast, and Swift. And if you had chosen Cyndaquil, this would be a Feraligatr, level 50 with the moves Slash, Screech, Rain Dance, and finally, Surf. Took him a long time to get Surf on this thing, but he actually finally got it. Better late than never, I always say. Anyway, gonna Wing Attack Meganium right here, bring it down. And also, it is worth pointing out that since this is playing the Champions battle music, that encounter at Mount Moon was the last time you are going to be hearing the rival battle music, which is kind of disappointing because I really, really like that music, and they rectified this in the remake because this fight in the remake does use the regular rival battle music. Anyway, up next is a Magneton, level 45, with the moves Thunder, Sonic Boom, Thunder Wave, and Swift. Very solid, but if you have Pokemon with Earthquake, it's no threat to you whatsoever. So we're going to take it down right there and get Marowak to level 53. Oh, it's trying to learn Bone Rush. That's interesting. I don't actually know what that does, but considering our point in the game, I think we don't need False Swipe anymore, so we're going to get rid of it, and we'll just see what Bone Rush does at a later point, maybe. I don't know, we're pretty close to the end of the series right here. Anyway, next up we have Crobat, so I think I'm going to send in Electabuzz. Crobat is level 48 with the moves Toxic, Bite, Confuse Ray, and Wing Attack. The fact that he has a Crobat here is very interesting, because you might recall from our own Crobat, this is a Pokemon that evolves through happiness. Seems the game really is making sure that the player knows that Silver has made some really good strides in training his Pokemon because he has a happiness evolution on his team. I think that's a really, really cool detail, and I'm glad they went out of their way to put that in there. Anyway, next up is Gengar, level 46, with the moves Mean Look, Curse, Shadow Ball, and Confuse Ray. Pretty standard set for a Pokemon like this, and I think I'm going to be using Bite from my Espeon right here. Gonna dish out a lot of damage. Very good. And down goes Gengar, which means he only has one Pokemon left. This is the strongest Silver will ever be, but honestly, at this point in the game, I wouldn't expect having too much trouble against this guy. His last Pokemon is Alakazam, level 46, with the moves Recover, Future Sight, Psychic, and Reflect. And with that, oh wow, it actually survived that. I was going to do the thing there, but unfortunately, Did not happen, it actually managed to survive, but we got the flinch, so end result is pretty much the same. It's kind of weird hearing the champion battle music transition into the regular victory theme, to be honest. Okay, I lost. He accepts it this time. Darn, I still can't win. I have to think more about my Pokemon. Try not to lose. Interesting indeed, but that is not the only place you can find silver in the world of Crystal after the encounter at Mount Moon. In fact, we are now headed to the Dragon's Den. And here we are in the Dragon's Den. Now, if you come here on Tuesdays or Thursdays after encountering silver at Mount Moon, you can head down this way to out back of the shrine, the Dragon Shrine, a shrine honoring the dragon Pokemon said to have lived in Dragon's Den. And silver will actually be here. What, David? No, I won't battle you now. My Pokemon aren't ready to beat you. I can't push them too hard now. I have to be disciplined to become the greatest Pokemon trainer. Interesting little thing right there. That's all there is for you, but I think it's really cool. It really shows the development of the rival throughout the game. It's really come to a head. I really, really like that detail. Anyway, next up we are off to Mount Moon. Alright, here at Mount Moon, you want to come to the Mount Moon Square anytime between 8 p.m. on a Monday and 4 a.m. on a Tuesday, because if you do, something interesting happens. There will be a dance of the Clefairy. They talk about this a lot in Generation 1, but the only place where it actually appears is right here in Generation 2, and by extension the remake in Generation 4. The Clefairy will leave behind this rock. What you want to do is you want to use Rock Smash on it, and then you want to check underneath where it was, and there will be a hidden Moonstone for you. This Moonstone will replenish every single Monday, so this is one more way to obtain infinite Moonstones. Really, really cool deal. Detail. Come on, there's like one episode left in this thing and I still can't speak. Yeah, it's a really, really fun thing about Crystal that I feel like a lot of people don't know about, and of course it is also in Gold and Silver. Anyway, with that, I think we are off to Viridian City, because, I mean, we have to do the gym fight at some point this episode. Alright, here we are in Viridian City for our final gym battle of the series. Man, I'm really surprised it came this quickly. I didn't think we would be doing this fight for a while yet, but believe it or not, here we are. Now, you have to have spoken to Blue at Cinnabar Island, or rather, what's left of it, before you are allowed to come here and do this. Yo, champ in the making. How's it going? Looks like you're on a roll. The gym leader is a guy who battled the champion 3 years ago. He's no pushover. Give it everything you've got. Take his advice. This fight is indeed no pushover. Yo, finally got here, huh? I wasn't in the mood at Cinnabar, but now I'm ready to battle you. You're telling me you conquered all the gyms in Johto? Huh, Johto's gyms must be pretty pathetic then. Hey, don't worry about it. I'll know if you're good or not by battling you right now. Ready, Johto champ? Leader Blue wants to battle. Get used to having this music play throughout this fight, because this is a very, very long fight, and this is the last time you actually get to hear this music. So, soak it in. He is starting off with a Pidgeot level 56, with the moves Quick Attack, Whirlwind, Wing Attack, and Mirror Move. Something is going to be becoming apparent very quickly as you do this fight, and that is the difficulty spike. Level 56? Like, really? Like, the only other gym leader in the region that has a Pokemon in the 50s is Blaine, and that is a single Pokemon that is at precisely level 50. So yeah, the difficulty goes up for this fight, and the rest of the Kanto region really does not prepare you for a fight like this, so you want to take that into account as you go throughout the game, because this fight is going to be pretty challenging if you don't prepare for it. You're going to want a very well-rounded team, because as you can see, Blue has no type specialty in this game. This is a gym with no type link to it. Rhydon right here is level 56 with the moves Fury Attack, Sandstorm, Rock Slide, and Earthquake. Now, even though the gym doesn't have a type theme, it does have a theme in the remake. Also worth noting, in the remake, this gym is a full gym with a puzzle, trainers, and everything, but here, it's just this. But in the remake, the gym is very heavily based around the move Trick Room, which was introduced in Generation 4. So yeah, in the remake, this is basically a Trick Room gym instead of a gym surrounding a specific type, which I think is a really, really cool idea. I really wish they would branch out more in that regard. Like, you can have type specialists, but maybe you should have like stat specialists or move specialists or something like that. I think it would add a lot of variety to the game. Anyway, Exeggutor is level 58 with the moves Sunny Day, Leech Seed, Egg Bomb, and Solar Beam. Keep this thing in mind because it has Sunny Day Solar Beam combo that we have seen before. Next up, we have Alakazam. This is actually the weakest Pokemon on his team in terms of level. This Alakazam is level 54 with the moves Disable, Recover, Psychic, and Reflect. Pretty standard set for Alakazam. Seems like the kind of thing we've seen before, and this is actually the second Alakazam we fought in a gym leader fight in this region, because Sabrina also had one, although this one is remarkably more scary. We'll just say that. Alright, next up is Gyarados. Gyarados is level 58 with the moves Twister, Hydro Pump, Rain Dance, and Hyper Beam. Rain Dance coupled with Hydro Pump is scary. Hyper Beam all on its own is scary. Twister, I've never had much luck with it, but it's a dragon type, so let's just say it's scary. So yeah, you're going to want to nail this thing with the most powerful electric type move you can muster, otherwise you are going to have some issues. This is easily the most powerful Gyarados you are going to be coming across on your adventure. Alright, last up, we have Arcanine, and I think we'll be using our starter to take down this last Pokemon. Arcanine is level 58 with the moves Roar, Swift, Flamethrower, and Extreme Speed. Pretty much anything you would expect on an Arcanine, it is right here. Now, fun fact about Extreme Speed, in this game, it has the same priority bracket as Quick Attack, so if a Pokemon that's faster than Arcanine uses Quick Attack, it will hit first. It was only in later generations where Extreme Speed actually gained a priority higher than Quick Attack, and therefore always goes before it regardless. Also, wow, it survived. And Blue is packing full restores. Not all of the gym leaders I've found do this, and if they do, like, they went down too quick for them to actually make use of it, but Blue will make use of this because he's no pushover. As it was mentioned, he battled the champion 3 years ago, and what the game does not explicitly tell you is that in that fight 3 years ago, Blue was the champion, and the person who defeated him became the new champion. Whatever happened to that person? There have been hints here and there, but I don't think we're going to be going into detail about that quite yet. Anyway, gonna try surfing again because this thing actually survived 2 surfs from my Feraligatr, and therefore he could full restore himself back up to full, which is legitimately scary. Luckily, it looks like Blue only has 2 of those full restores and he's just used them both up, so we can use Surf and say goodbye to this amazing battle music, because unlike in the remake, you can't hear this again once you've heard it these 8 times. And with that, we claim our final gym badge, but not before Feraligatr gets to level 55. What? How the heck did I lose to you? Alright, here, take this. It's Earth Badge. That is the last time we're ever going to hear that jingle. Alright, I was wrong. You're the real deal. You are a good trainer. But I'm going to beat you someday. Don't you forget it. I will not forget it, good sir. For when you appear in future games, I will beat you down with all of my strength. Man, you are truly tough. That was a heck of an inspirational battle. It brought tears to my eyes. Anyway, with that really random detour, we are now heading off to Vermilion City. And here we are in Vermilion City. You remember way back, like 20 videos ago, this guy over here who said he wanted to see all 8 Kanto Gym Badges? Okay, Repel, ruining the moment right there. Repel keeps on throwing me off my game. We want to talk to this guy now that we have claimed our final Gym Badge, our 16th Gym Badge. Congratulations! You got all the Kanto Gym Badges. I've got a reward for your efforts. And we get a single HP up. Really random, minor detail, not that great of a reward, but it is something that is in the game, and therefore I want to show it. Having a variety of Pokemon types should give you an edge in battle. I'm sure the Kanto Gym Badges will help you. Indeed, I hope they do, good sir. Now that we're done in Vermilion City, there are a couple of random things I want to do around the Johto region before we head things off. Head things off? End things off. This is not even the right house. What even is life anymore? Alright, this guy. You might recall, a long time ago, we obtained this Pokemon from him, Shuckle, and I figured I would show off what happens if you bring it back to him later on in the game. Hi, how's my Pokemon? I think I'm safe now, so may I have it back? We can say yes, and give it back to him. Thank you. And it is now gone. You can take the berry juice from it, but apparently you don't have to. Honestly, I don't think the berry juice is that worth it because it only heals 20 HP. And I've also read that apparently if Shuckle has high enough happiness towards you, he will actually let you keep the Pokemon, although I've personally never seen this happen. Anyway, with that, we are now off to the Ruins of Alph. I should note I've also read that if you refuse to give Shuckle back, even though you have it in your party, that guy will actually accuse you of stealing from him. I didn't want to do that though, because that would not be very becoming of me as a Pokemon trainer. Anyway, in between episodes, I bit the bullet, and I caught all 26 Unown. Yeah, it took a little while. Anyway, I'm scrolling through them right now, so if you want to try and decode what all of their special words on the bottom of the screen mean, that is there for you. Anyway, I'm going to show what the reward for this is, and I have to say it's not really all that worth it. Head on inside the research area. Who's it we want to talk to? This guy? This guy. You caught all the Unown variations? That's a great achievement. I've set up the printer here for handling Unown. Feel free to use it any time. Does anyone else have anything to say? Our investigation with your help is giving us insight into the ruins. The ruins appear to have been built as a habitat for Pokemon. Interesting indeed, and Repel's effect wore off. Of course it does. Why did those ancient patterns appear on the wall now? The mystery deepens. Anyway, once you capture all 26 Unown may be printed out, and we can actually print out Pokemon and stuff, which is really interesting. We can print out all of the Pokemon Unown patterns, and we can use it to print a message. Unfortunately, I do not have a Game Boy printer hooked up to this for very obvious reasons, which means our actual reward for this is basically another way to get printer error 2. Yep, but it's an interesting little thing nonetheless. Anyway, back to Kanto. Anyway, you might not believe it, but believe it or not, we have only about one episode of content left to go over in Pokemon Crystal. Yeah, next episode is probably going to be the end of the game. Really, really crazy. The thing about Kanto in Pokemon Crystal is its ending sneaks up on you really quickly. Like, you don't really expect it to be over, and then all of a sudden it is, and that's what we're going to be experiencing very soon. So, this past episode of Pokemon Crystal, we earned ourselves our 16th and final Pokemon League Gym Badge. We also saw what Silver's been doing with his time after our encounter of Mount Moon, and we also did a couple of various other things, which is really cool. And next time on Pokemon Crystal, Professor Oak mentioned that he would like to see us once we have obtained the 16th Gym Badge of the game. As we have now done that, I think we're going to go see him. What does he have in store for us? Well, I guess we're just going to have to find out. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.